Hello, I am Radagast, and I'm here with Shelley. And this is going to be kind of a series of updates that we're going to do, having to do with Standing Rock. The short title would be Standing with Standing Rock, but the real title is The Human Race Stands at Standing Rock. Hello, Shelley.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here and Standing with Standing Rock.
So hopefully you're aware of what's been going on in North Dakota. We already have our video up basically explaining this. So since this is going up on the ModWiz 125 channel right now, all you have to do is click on that link and you'll get it. This is an update. This isn't a kind of a rehash. So anyway, we have our own Global Mission to Peace member, Mary Beth there. Another one of ours is joining her on Thursday night, Friday. And Mary Beth is just in her element because she's a person of great love, and so she's in a position where the love that she gives is returned 100-fold, if not 1,000-fold. So she is really in her element, and she's a doer, and she's a helper. So she's been there for 3 days now. So she's there. She's getting to meet the various people. And again, this started out because of a pipeline going through the Standing Rock Reservation, all right? But the other tribes showed up, some of them having old bad blood. All the bad blood's gone. This is no longer about the first people. This is about the human race. This is about the people. At one level, we're all first people. And this is about recovering that. This is about erasing the divisions. Sure, there are different races, but we're one race. We're the human race. And that's the focus of what has developed at Standing Rock. This is the human race, and we're taking a stand against basically the anti-humanity part of the world. Okay, we have a planet that we live on, and then there's the world we live in. And there were a naturally created world would resemble creation. There's the world now of lawyers and paperwork and rules and regulations. Okay, we're talking about the world where you need a piece of paper to pull a fish out of a pond. We're talking about where there's rules on books telling you what you can or cannot plant and might end up in jail because somebody found a certain plant in your backyard, all right? That plant wasn't put there but for any other reason than the creator just knew that we would have a need for anything that grew on this planet. Even the poisons have their uses. So this is about being aware of what is going on in the southwestern corner of North Dakota. Humanity, all colors, all the races, the human race is showing up to stand there to prevent what they are calling the Black Snake, which is a pipeline for oil, from coming through their lands. And I mean, hardly is any time does any of this stuff transported that there isn't a leak. And invariably, it destroys an ecosystem. In this case, it would destroy a major river of water that is still usable. I saw a short video clip, and it's something I've known, but he said before the Europeans, this chief said before the Europeans came here, you could drink from any river. Any river. If water ran, you could drink from it. You might not want to drink from a pond, but if water was moving, you could drink from it. Imagine being able to drink from the freshwater part of the Hudson River. Okay, something now that you're lucky that if you swim in there and you don't catch some kind of disease, never mind drink it. So this is just to give you a perspective of what the world of paperwork and the ability to buy the earth and then abuse it because you purchased it, because you could purchase it and have no respect for it. And the whole difference between people who understand we have the planet to use and those who think that they can buy it and then just do whatever they want it because they own it. So
really, we're standing for our planet.
Yes.
Really, this is Standing with Standing Rock, but we're standing not just for the collective humanity and for the healing of our relationships amongst tribes, amongst all people, all nations, but we're standing also to heal that relationship with our Earth Mother.
Yes. Yes. I mean, please understand. I mean, the Native Americans have an Earth Mother and a Sky Father. They, you know, it's nuanced. It's very understood that creation has different forces. And so for all of you out there about save the earth, save the whales, whatever, this is a moment. Please pay attention. As we said, we do have the Mary Beth is there, and all right now. Some of the she's been doing fairly well. I mean, decent, you know, fairly well with some donations. They're going to be buying tomorrow. They're going out and buying some building materials and actually put a building because they're staying there for the winter. This is they basically they are not going to let this go through, and they know if they abandon the site, it'll go through, and then it's too late. So they must stay there. The fact that North Dakota has rough winters is just something that they are willing to accept, because if they let the weather defeat them, then they're defeated. And these
I would really like to think they could be out of there before the really cold wind. You know what? If we do our job here and just create enough action, they will not have to be exposed to the harsh winter like that. But yeah, Mary Beth has been doing everything from cooking, flipping eggs, to doing interviews with people that we'll be sharing. And on Thursday, they're off to buy the wood and the tarps and the hardware, all of that which is needed to start building perhaps a longhouse or some kind of a more a stronger structure.
Yes, a place so they can continue to stand even when the winds blow and if the snow starts to mount up. Now, just please realize that the First Nation people have they've gotten educations, so there are legal teams there. I mean, because a big part of this is the battle of paperwork. Paperwork is the sword these days. So that's why they can stand peacefully, because this is really about the will to stand. To me, there's a real testing of the will. The few who have been the controllers and are very well organized have always been able to divide the human race. Here's a chance for the human race to show we're not being divided anymore. Globally control that. You got anything?
Well, I'm just baffled by the fact that we would need a lawyer to do what is right for the earth. That completely baffles me, but okay, that's the game we're playing, hopefully, for a short period of time.
Well, it's either lawyers or another Custer's last stand. So they're taking the lawyer route.
Yeah, let's do that.
And because that's really what they're wielding. And they also understand that, I mean, they already had the Wounded Knee experience where they sent warriors and they were ready to fight. Well, there were a few of them, you know, maybe a couple of hundred. So the government sent a couple of, 1,000. Right now, the people there, from what I know of, there are in excess of 4,000 people. And this is everything. And one of the things Mary Beth wanted me to say is, please, by all means, grandmothers, you are welcome. We are one of the things that money's been going to is for school supplies. There are children there. Schools, there will be learning going on. So grandmothers to sit small people while other, in other words, this is something. There is something for everybody to do. If you can't split wood, you can sit somewhere with little ones while some of the more fit mothers are actually out doing things. The grandmothers, grandfathers, your wisdom, your love, cooking, caring, educating. I mean, there is something for anybody who has a skill, including the ability to just love people, to be there. And
if you can't get there, still gather with your groups and still show that you're standing in solidarity for our planet.
Say a prayer. Do your own little ceremony. Gather with people. Do a meditation. Do a ritual together. Do ceremony together. Ceremonies are going on there all day long. Our ceremonies are we'll feed them. It also lets the Creator know that we really mean it, that we're ready to stand with the Creator. Because trust me, what the forces we're against are not of the Creator. They were created by the Creator, and then they went rogue. So Mary Beth Lord is the administrative free channel for funds to actually, I mean, again, this is the only way where if you drop $1 in on one end, $1 comes out the other end. Okay. And it buys a school supply, it buys food, it buys building materials. All right. There's no administrative costs. There's no lodging costs. You know, I mean, there isn't somebody who's staying in a nice hotel managing this. This is somebody on site in a tent on a cot. And
loving every second of it.
And loving every second of it. So, I mean, so anyway, on PayPal, MBLord, MBLORD at Comcast.net, not .com, .net. COM.
Yeah, go ahead.
COM.
I just want you to say Mary Beth is the MB because
yes,
sometimes it's not discernible what what you were saying there.
Okay, yes, her name is Mary Beth. The email address you would use when you go on PayPal and direct it to friends and family, that's the selection you want to do, is MBLord, MBLORD, at Comcast.net, Comcast, COMCAST. So, again, your prayers, your thoughts stand in your heart with the human race, with humanity. That's what this is. This has grown beyond just the pipeline. The pipeline is a symbol, and now it's a powerful symbol for basically the abuse, rape, and just disregard for our Mother Earth and for the Mother Earth that was given to us by the Creator, and our responsibility as creation to keep this beautiful planet that we were given to live on beautiful.
Our consciousness affects the environment. The consciousness, the thoughts that you have about the environment, about the water that you're drinking. If you have some water tonight, just hold that cup in your hands and just be grateful for it. Just say thank you. All the water in your body will register that gratitude. And all the water on the planet can echo that gratitude. It's really so simple.
It is. Okay. So we'll leave Shelley with the end message. We'll say good night. And so we will be, I will be looking for these on the ModWiz 125 channel. At some point, they might move to the Global Mission of Peace TV channel, but because of all that stuff usually gets a little bit of our treatment for our production, and we're trying to free our production crew. And most importantly is that we get these updates out so that you know there's a place to come for updates from somebody on site. There's no spin. This is all about the human race, humanity. We stand at Standing Rock. We're not standing just with. We stand there. This is where we're taking our stand.
Thank you, Standing Rock.
Thank you, Shelley.
See you soon.
God bless.